Welcome to Gankstars Academy. My name is Nikash, and in today's tutorial, I'm going to be going over the Fortnite Hub, choosing landing spots, diving, and finally, basic looting. So the first part of the Fortnite Hub is in fact the lobby section. Now this is where you guys can find all your missions. On the left side, as you can see, explosive weapon eliminations for XP, and some of these are also for Battle Pass stars. This is where you can also choose your game mode. So right now my game mode is on Team Rumble, but there's Ice Storm solos, duos, and squads, as well as Playground in a creative mode. And normal squads, so you can choose your different game modes, and whenever there's like a pop-up cup or something for like some sort of event going on, you can always choose this as another game mode as well, and just whatever game mode you feel like playing, just click on it and hit accept, and that's the game modes. The next part is the Battle Pass section. This is where you have access to buying the Battle Pass, which is basically the more you play the game, the more you level up, and the more cosmetic items you receive, which is something kind of cool to keep the players motivated. The next tab is the Challenges tab. Now this is where you find all your missions throughout the season to level up your Battle Pass tiers and stars for like all the Battle Pass tiers. You just got to get a certain amount and then you complete the challenge. But right now I only have one challenge completed because I really haven't had time to go out and just complete all the challenges, because I tend to just play the game for fun and scrim a lot. So the next tab is the Events tab. This tab is actually really cool because there's a lot of events for players to participate in. For example, today there's an Explorer pop-up cup starting in 6 hours for solos, and recently Epic's been taking high scores from these and letting people into invite-only tournaments. So if you're interested, there's some really cool stuff that you can check out in the Events tab, which can help you get started in a professional career if you're into that kind of thing. The next tab is the Locker Room. This is where all of your cosmetics items belong, so you can just choose whichever outfit that you want to use. Say I want to use this red-nosed ranger outfit, really cool skin, and I just click on it, and then boom, saved, and now I can go into the game playing as the red-nosed ranger. Same thing works for all the pickaxes and the gliders, all that sort of stuff, and it's a cool tab if you have a lot of skins. If you don't worry about it. But if you ever do buy skins, now you know where to go to access them. The next tab is the Item Shop. This tab is where you can buy skins or cosmetic items, dances, pickaxes, gliders, whatever you choose that you want to buy. And these change daily, so if you want to get something, it might not come back for a little bit, but don't worry, it's going to come back. So yeah, this is a really cool tab where you can buy all your cosmetic items to enjoy the game more. The next section is the Career tab. This is where you can access all of your statistics, wins wise, and for like all the game modes as well, duo wins, squad wins, and see how much you place top 3 or top 10, something like that, for all your different game modes, and to see how many kills you have. The next tab and the final tab is the Store. This is where you can buy the V-Bucks to purchase cosmetic items, and it's pretty cool if you guys are interested in buying skins. But yeah, that's basically the Fortnite Hub. So next, I'll be showing you guys some cool in-game stuff. So next we have the diving, how to dive, as well as choosing the best drop spots. So as you guys can see, the first thing I do is open up your map keybind, and this gives you the Battle Pass path. So right here we're going from the block to Frosty Flights. So if you want to drop somewhere really where you're going to fight a lot of people, always choose Tilted or Retail, because as you can see, these are like pretty big spots, sort of in the middle of the map. But if you're trying to drop somewhere, somewhere discreet where you don't have to take many fights, where you can get loot, tend to choose some like off the map locations without any names. Like this place I call Chair, I call these Factories, I call this Westworld, Gas Station, and even Lucky Landing. Somewhere at the edge of the map, like Lucky, is a pretty good place to land as well if you're not looking to take any fights. So say I'm gonna drop Lucky. As you guys can see, it's not too far, and I did have a late drop where I dropped around right here. So this is generally a pretty good distance to drop from your location, because as you will see, basically what you want to do is you want to hit the maximum glider redeploy at that around this area right here, and then you'll be able to just glide right into Lucky Landing pretty easily without, you know, staying up in the air for so long, because a lot of people struggle to get a really good glide into a drop zone to get the guns first. But once you get the hang of it, it's pretty easy to, like, know the distance that you have to drop for every single location. And just as I predicted, there's nobody at Lucky Landing, so just have your fun time looting up and stuff. So to loot, it's pretty simple. Just organize your weapons in any sort of preference that you would like to. So right now I have an AR, minis, and a grenade. So as you guys can see, I just found a shotgun as well. And right here, boom. This is my perfect preferred way of holding an inventory. I like my SMG in my first slot. I like my shotgun in my second slot. My AR in my third slot. Some sort of second meds or secondary med kit or more minis or big shields in this fourth slot. And if I have some sort of utility like a sniper, a rocket launcher, grenades, stinkers, anything like that, this would also go in my fourth slot. And my fifth slot is basically always designated for meds, because you'll never see me without some sort of med, unless I just can't find any. So it's pretty easy to loot. What you do is you don't want to have your gun out when you see something. You just want to have your pickaxe out, so that way if you accidentally press E on it, it doesn't pick up the gun, and you can just basically roll through everything without picking up anything. So just make sure you have your pickaxe out, because it just filters out all the ammo for you, and it's just easy to not pick up the guns that way. Also, if you aim at the gun like this, it's going to pick up the gun. But if you just want the ammo, you can just run across with your gun and look at the ammo and pick it up as well. Let's go up here for a second. Let's check out what this chest has for us. Okay, we got some stinkers. So I do not want these grenades anymore, because stinkers are blue, and a blue item is better than this common one. So I'm going to drop this by just dragging it out of my inventory just like that and pressing E to pick up the stink bombs. Go ahead and edit down here real quick. And so right now it seems like I have a pretty good inventory, but wait a minute, where are my mats? Materials are one of the most important things in this game to help you accomplish winning build fights and just getting to the end game, of course. And if without knowing how to build, you're definitely not going to know how to win a game, and you're not going to feel that feeling of winning a game as well. So you have simple ways of building in this game. There's different keybinds for each one. As you guys can see, my keybinds are mouse 4 for my wall, Q for my floor, mouse 5 for my staircase, and left shift for my pyramid. And what you want to do to choose your keybinds is, generally if you have a mouse with buttons on it, you can use buttons on your mouse to build, or if you don't, you can just use your keybinds on your keyboard. And so for me, I use 2 on my mouse, 2 on my keyboard. So the 2 on my mouse, once again, are my wall and my stair, and then the ones on my keyboard are my left, my Q, and then my left shift pyramid. And for me, these keybinds are really comfortable because I can build pretty easily, and I think it's really nice. So now that we have building now, another big thing is editing, obviously. So you want to have an edit key that's really easily accessible to you. For example, right now mine is at F, which is right next to my D button. So whenever I want to edit, I can just hit F real quick, and then the way to edit stairs is obviously to drag. So you can do that easily and just drag the way down. And right now I'm simply just editing myself down to the ground. And yeah, so that's about gonna wrap it up for this tutorial, guys. If you did enjoy, make sure you guys drop a like and sub for more Gangstar Academy videos. And if you guys want to go ahead and check me out on stream, I'd really appreciate it. My Twitch is going to be in the description, as well as my supporter creator code. But that's all it is for me, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope it helped you out, and I'll see you later. Peace.